So I got this question that was asked to me in an email, and this woman said that her father been locked up for 25 years. 25 years. And she said when she talked to him on the phone, his voice throughout the years then became feminine. So she said, is my dad gay? Now, first off, I haven't heard this man's voice. Second, I don't know who this man is, so I can't bear false witness and say, yeah, he's gay. But if 1 + 1 is 2, and if it barks like a dog and quacks like a duck, then it's a duck or a dog. There could be a lot of reasons why this man's voice is changing throughout the years. But like I said, I have to hear the voice. But 9 times out of 10, the way that she was describing his voice or whatever, yeah, it might be that. He might be like that or whatever. I remember I was in this one prison, and under no circumstances you could not be involved in homosexuality if you were a Crip. It just was unheard of. But as time went on, some of the older homies was like, man, listen, if you got a life sentence or you got 25 and up, man, you can do that because you ain't going nowhere. And it ain't fair that the younger homies, they gonna be going home in 5 or 10 years, whatever, to be with women, and we ain't going nowhere. So I seen that take place. Now, do all men that got life sentences or 20 years indulge in that type of activity? No. But a vast majority of them do. Do I agree with that saying? If you get 25 years or more, you can go? Hey, to each their own. I'm going to just put it that way. To each their own. Hey, y'all, if y'all like action-packed crime-fighting videos, check out my man King J and Queen ZZ. I'm going to have their channel pinned at the top of the comment section for y'all to go check out. One of my slogans is that I can't never tell another man how to program. I can't. There's no way I can tell you, yo, you can't do A, B, C, and D when I only got 5 years to go on my sentence, right? I'm going to get out of prison, have a couple of kids, 30, 40 years from now, you still going to be in prison. So there's no way I can dictate and tell you what you can and what you can't do in prison when it comes to your life. Now, I'm going to share a quick story with y'all dealing with a situation with this. So my niece was dating a guy on the streets that was whooping her tail. And we used to go over there and we used to whoop him out. But she was the type of girl that would always take him back no matter what. And to the point like we like, yo, this getting ridiculous. Don't call us no more. Don't call us anymore. If he kick your ass, that it is what it is. Now, he ain't gonna be no dang fool and do it in front of us or nothing like that. But if y'all off somewhere and he put his hands on you, hey, that's on you, man. So anyway, I'm already in prison. I'm already like on my 8th month being locked up. And he comes in, right? So we in the bullpen. Now, for those that don't know what the bullpen is is like when you go into intake and they draw your blood, they ask you your mental health questions and all these other questions, whatever, they'll put you in the bullpen, right? In the bullpen, it's typically maybe a phone right here when you first come in. It's wooden benches like right there. And then up against the wall, then you got a toilet way in the back, right? You maybe got a bench that's dividing the room up right there in the middle. So in the bullpen, you can be there for an hour or you can be in there for a week like I was. And I know some people that have been to the bullpen were like, what? You was in the bullpen for a whole week? let me tell y'all, when you got an extradition, when you get an extradition, they don't give a damn. They waiting for that other state to come get you. So they moving slow of moving you. Yes, Donta was in the bullpen for a whole week. And it was, listen, you're not getting in the shower. You barely can get on the phone. You eating monkey brains. For those that don't know what monkey brains are, I don't know if they still serving them in Genesee County at this present moment. Let me know in the comment section. But monkey brains was 2 pieces of bread and it was some type of meat. I likened it to maybe tuna fish, like some type of tuna fish, but nasty, disgusting. It's, oh my God. I lost a lot of weight. I came in at maybe 210, about 210 pounds. I'm gonna say in 2 weeks, give or take, I dropped down to like 165. No lie. Because I would not eat. I couldn't eat it. I just couldn't. I would sometimes try to eat around the bread. I mean, you know, eat the bread, but not the meat. I survived off of frozen apples, and boiled eggs, really, if you really want to keep it real, and a little bit of the bread, right? But anyway, so that's the bullpen. You know, you got the benches all around or whatever, the toilet way in the back, the phone right here by the door, and you got like a bench that divide like in the middle or whatever. So I'm in there for a whole week. So my people's boyfriend come in there, the guy that like to beat her up. So when he come in there, you know, I'm like, I said his name, or his name was Fred, or what. I'm like, Fred, right? And he was like, oh, what's up, Donta? I said, let me guess, you in here for beating our ass, ain't you? He was like, no, man, no, hell no. No, man, I'm in here for, my license was suspended or whatever. They caught a gun under the seat or whatever. I said, whose is it? He was like, it ain't mine. It's my homeboys. But I ain't gonna snitch, or I ain't gonna say nothing though. But hey, let me ask you a question. I'm like, what's up? It was like, I know for a fact that there's a body on that gun. I know it's a body, it's a couple bodies on that gun. What you think they gonna do? I said, listen, I done been locked up so many times. I done been locked up and I done seen all different type of cases. I said, so it was you and your homeboy in the car? He was like, yeah. I said, who car was it? Mine. I said, did you know he was riding with that gun? He was like, no, at the last minute he pulled it out and put it under the seat. I said, listen, they gonna charge both of y'all with that gun. One of y'all gonna have to take that rap. And he like, well, man, I ain't gonna snitch. I ain't gonna snitch. I said, listen, where he at right now? He was like, shit, I don't know, man. Did y'all get brought in together? He was like, yeah. They took him to the city lockup and they brought me here straight to the county. I said, was y'all in the same squad car? He was like, no. I said, listen, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Now, I don't know if that gun is yours or not, but I'm gonna tell you this. If that gun is not yours and you know for a fact there's a couple bodies on that gun, you better tell. He was like, what? I said, yeah, you better tell. He was like, well, I ain't no snitch. I said, it ain't got nothing to do with snitching. I said, right now, that dude probably over there talking to a detective right now, like, hey, that ain't my gun. That ain't my gun. That's your gun. He was like, man, you think he'll do that? I said, let me tell you something. In Michigan, getting caught with a burner, yeah, they'll PFI it, right? Meaning pending further investigation, right? They can pick it up in a week, 2 years, 3 years. Sometimes they just let it sit on the books. But if that thing got bodies on it, as you saying that it does, that it do, no, they picking that up immediately. And him knowing that, well, he was like, well, my handprints ain't on the gun and stuff. I said, it don't matter. He can say they picked the gun up, not knowing, that's why his finger, but my fingerprints ain't on the bullets. I said, I mean, well, that's debatable. Hey, it is what it is. I said, but listen, if that's what you truly in here for, man, you better tell. He was like, man, I don't know about that, Donta, man. Dude seemed kind of solid. I said, listen, I done seen so many situations where dudes come in here, oh, this dude's solid. Man, he gonna hold me down. Man, I'm gonna take the charge. He gonna look out for me. He gonna put money on my books. He gonna look out for my mama or my baby mama. Okay, he put money on your books for the first 2 weeks, a little 50 here, a little 40 there, right? He answering your calls, right? Your girl answering her calls. Answering your calls, whatever. The next month, I ain't got it, bro. You know how it is. It's hard out here. I can't take care of myself and take care of you, but I'll try to put something on your books, man. Put a little $10 on there, right? Then he just stopped picking up the phone. And now your girl like, hey, I went to so-and-so house and he tried to come on to me. And you like, what? What do you mean he tried to come? Yeah, he tried to come on to me. The same dude that you took the charge for. He tried to come on to her. Yeah. And got what? 2, 3, 4 years behind that, right? He done did 2, 3, 4 years behind a guy that ain't putting no money on his books, trying to sleep with his baby mama. Oh yeah, don't forget, don't think for one moment that he ain't telling her about how when y'all used to duck off and go to the strip club, how you used to be a dog. Yeah, he brought all that up. Yeah. I call that dirty macking, but it is what it is, right? But let's get back to what this whole video is about, okay? If you go to prison, yeah, they got prison COs, prison female guards or whatever, but I don't know why a lot of you cats think like it's so easy to sleep with them. Because to keep it real with you, a lot of them female CEOs is busted. I'm talking about toe all the way up. Now, I'm not going to body shame or nothing like that because that ain't what I'm here to do. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So what might look good to me might be ugly to you and vice versa. So I'm not going to call out no body weights or anything like that. But there's a lot of busted, toe up, ugly female CEOs. So a lot of you cats like, well, shoot, I'll just get with one of these CEOs. Well, okay. Understand what'll happen if you get caught messing with a female CEO. If you get caught, 9 times out of 10, if another CEO catch you in the act, the female CEO gonna scream grape. Oh, he raped me. He raped me. Right? Because she know she gonna lose her job. She probably got a man at home, and he gonna be looking at her crazy like, yo, what was you in there doing? You got fired for what? You see how I'm going? And then she possibly could get some time too, because she's a security threat. She's a security threat, right? So let's just say y'all don't get caught. You got some hating motherfuckers in prison that will tell. Now, I know a lot of y'all be like, well, yo, Donta, I thought that dudes is so real in prison. Dudes is so stumped down. Dudes is so solid in prison, right? Wrong. Dudes gossip. Dudes lie. And dudes will tell on your ass in a heartbeat. Y'all keep thinking, oh, I got honor. I got code. I got principles. I got morals. When did you start getting principles and morals? When you got locked up? Now you a man of honor? What? Now you a man of honor now? Yeah, all right. So you got dudes in there that'll See you knocking off a CO. See a CO bringing you cigarettes in, liquor in, all types of stuff, right? That you don't supposed to have. And since they not getting it, oh, you best to believe they gonna drop a kite. They gonna tell the captain. They gonna tell somebody in authority what's going on. And you gonna get jammed up. You gonna wonder why them CEOs, the CERT team, the goon squad finna run up in your cell, toss that whole cell, looking for evidence, strip you down, butt, booty naked, put you out there on the tier handcuffed to the rail while they going through all your stuff looking for evidence. And even though they don't find the evidence, you still going to the hole for the investigation. So it ain't always seen like it is when somebody say, oh, I'll just get me a CEO or whatever. It's just too much that comes with that. Now, I'm not saying you can't get away with it, but have y'all seen the news lately? Have y'all? About all these female CEOs getting caught bringing in things in the prison and going to prison themselves? Why do y'all think it's happening? Because there's other hating inmates that's in there that's dropping a dime, that's telling, that's running their mouth. But y'all keep thinking it's a game. Y'all keep thinking that prison is just a joke. I'm going to share a little funny story with y'all real quick before we get up out of here. Before we go, though, before I tell y'all the story, I need for y'all to do me a favor, okay? I need for y'all, if y'all haven't already, I need for y'all to hit that like button for me. Just hit it one time. It don't cost you nothing. And if you can hype the video, some people can do it, some people can't, but it's cool if you can't. But hype the video for me and make sure y'all share this video on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, on your YouTube channel. And speaking of YouTube channel, if y'all want to react to any of my videos, I'm giving y'all full permission to react to all my content. The only thing I ask is in the title and in the description, just put hashtag the Donta Show Network. That's the only thing that I ask. You can criticize my videos if you don't agree with something. I don't care, all right? Because it's helping me and it's helping you at the same time. So like I said, I'm giving you full permission. Whoever you are, don't matter. All you have to do is put hashtag the Donta Show Network in your title and in the description. That's all I ask. If you want to react to any of my videos, I don't give a damn. You can react to all of them. All right. Now let's get to the story. So there was this dude named Poke, right? Dude in a thumbnail. And Poke was from my neighborhood in Flint, Michigan. Now this dude was a Crip. Growing up, I didn't know that Flint had gangs. I knew that it was like GDs there and, the Bloods out in Beecher. But I didn't know Flint was like heavy for gang banging at all. It was more like hood banging, like Merle Hood, Pearson Hood, the projects, the Regencies, Fifth Ward, Selby Hood, and there's a lot of other hoods that's the Flint, Michigan too, if I missed any. Wesley Hood, that's the hood I was from, Wesley Hood. All types of neighborhoods, right? Dayton Hood, right? So it's like, I didn't know that there was gangs in Flint at all. Now, there was this dude named Poke, right? And this dude was a Crip. He claimed, all right? He claimed he was from California. And I guess he was a Crip, but I don't know. But the reason why I bring him up is because all throughout the neighborhood, he just professed to be this big Crip. Like he was just so gangster, like he was just so cripped out. Every time he talked, he'd scratch out his B's and replace it with a C. Like if you say book, he'll say cook. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, hand me that cook. I'm like, what? Yo, hand me that cook. You talking about the book? Man, come on, man. Don't say that. Say what? Man, Man, come on, hand me the cook, man. Right there, the thing that you read. That's how he was, right? Always crossing. Hey, I don't know, man. But anyway, long story short, I was in the county jail with him, right? And I ain't seen him in like 10 years. Now, he was coming back from a parole violation or whatever, and I was coming in for the extradition to Ohio or whatever. So we in the bullpen. This is why I meet him in the bullpen. And I see him laying out over there. I'm like, hey, what up, Pope? What up? So he jump up. He like, who that? Now, Pope done got older. Pope got to be about, at this time, I don't know, about 57, 58 years old. So he like, who that? Who that? I said, it's Donta. He like, oh, what's up, little homie? What's up? So we go over there, we lock the C's, right? Now, I'm not, let me give this full disclaimer, right? Donta is not no gang member. I never been a part of no gang. I never affiliated with no type of gang, okay? I do got a lot of homies, right, that are members of the Crips. And I have members that are Gangster Disciples that's in South Carolina. I got a lot of associates that are Bloods also, okay? But I'm not affiliated or nothing, right? So I get over there and we lock the C's, right? So I'm like, what's up, man? How you doing? He was like, shoot, man, I'm in here for a parolee violation. I said, what happened? He was like, man, they talking about I can't smoke weed and blah, 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 right? I said, for real? He was like, yeah. I said, so they violated you off of that? He was like, yeah, man, these motherfuckers too, but I'm gonna get up with you. Cause they done called his name or whatever. So he leave, right? So I'm like, dang. So this dude that knew him, that know me, was like, hey man, Donta, that motherfucker lying, bruh. I said, what you mean he lying? He was like, man, that nigga got caught with a male prostitute. I said, what? He was like, yeah, that's what he got caught for, solicitation of a prostitute, but he was a dude out there off of Western Road. I said, what? He was like, yeah, dude is in here on a parole violation for solicitation of a male prostitute. I said, not Poke. He was like, yeah, dude is foul. So I was like, damn, Poke. Hey, listen, let me tell y'all something. No matter what you do out here in the free world, it will catch up to you. When you see prison and jail, it's a strange world. It's a very small place, right? You can't get away with nothing in jail. You can hide, you can run, but eventually you will get caught. You will get caught up. You definitely will get caught up. You try to duck off and do anything in secret and watch your secret reel be exposed in prison, right? I had no idea that Poke was like that. No idea. I ain't seen Poke in 10 years, and the most of that time he was in prison. So I don't know when Poke flipped, right? But, hey, getting caught with a male prostitute, solicitation on Western Road? You know what's crazy? I get emails, right, of cats be like, yo, Donta, why you always talking about on your homosexuals and gay shit, right? You want to know why? The algorithm, if I put, let's say, how not to get beat up in prison, it might get 500 views, 800 views, maybe 1,000 views in a day. But if I put, like the title say, having a punk in a cell or whatever, oh, that's gonna go. It's gonna go. For some reason, YouTube like to push that type of content in this genre. But my thing is this. Forget that. Forget all that. My thing is this. For you haters out there that be like, oh, Dante, this story sound fake. Oh, Dante, this story ain't real. Or I don't like the way that you said this. I don't like the way that you do this, right? I don't like the way how you tell people to hit the like button. Let me ask you a question. If you don't like the way I program on my channel, how about you make your own channel, right? You tell your own stories the way you want to. Because the most craziest things that I ever heard, oh, I don't believe you. But this same person be commenting in like 40 videos afterward. And I be sitting there wondering, like, if you don't like me that much, if you think I'm a fraud, if you think my stories ain't real, that they cap, why do you watch? If you think that my stories are gay, why do you click on them? And I know you're watching it all the way through. So my thing is, don't blame me. Blame yourself, because whoever you are, and it's a couple of y'all, it's just a couple, whoever y'all are, y'all need to look deep inside of y'all. I mean, deep inside, and figure out why you so worried about what I got going on over here. My favorite slogan is this: I can't tell you how to program, so don't tell me how to program. All right? Now, again, y'all, I need for y'all to do me a favor. I need for y'all to hit the like button if you liked it. Share the video on all platforms. And yes, y'all can react to all my videos. All right? Just put hashtag the Donta Show Network in the title and in the description.